Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a crackety hair casted game. And he's going to be up against the one, the only, the Wham. So he's up against a pretty top tier player here. Someone that made it through to top 8 in the most recent Age of Empires 4 tournament in the Elite Classic. So Crackety's going to be up against a very tough opponent today. And Crackety's not even playing his main civilization. He's playing as the Holy Roman Empire, which we've seen him do a little bit of experimentation with recently. We've seen the mine work out of him. We've seen a fast Imperial out of him. So, you know, I wonder what he's got up his sleeve today, because this is going to be a tough match for him. Wham, very, very good player here, playing as the Chinese. We're on the map Lipany, so he's got to be feeling pretty happy about his civ pick on this map. But he is up against the Holy Roman Empire, which means he's got a little bit of a tough matchup. Now, this is a great civilization on this map, the Chinese, but he's up against the Holy Roman Empire. Now, this is a matchup that's been this way since the launch, pretty much, right? The Holy Roman Empire, they've got lots of heavily armored units, so it can be a little bit tricky for the Chinese to deal with that. The men-at-arms are just so strong. Same with the knights. It makes it a little bit tricky for the Chinese. So Crackety's got a little bit of an advantage there, but it's still going to be tricky. Wham's played this matchup plenty of time before, so we'll have to see what he can do here. We'll see what sort of strategy he's looking to pull off. Maybe going for second TC in this position would be nice. We see he's got a lovely little double Adir pack here at the front of his base. So maybe we see a Barbican possibly come down on this position and then a second TC. It's a little bit far away from the base, but securing up this deer could be pretty huge for the Chinese. They need lots of food to be able to sustain production, and sometimes we see it a lot where the Chinese, they play it too condensed, and then they just run out of food, and then they're screwed. So securing up food is really, really important for all civilizations, really, to be honest. But you know, the Chinese have something going for them, at least with the Barbican placement as well. So, I mean, maybe you could go for it up here. You get the gold in here as well, but that means you're exposing your base a little bit here if Crackety, you know, goes in around the side or something. But I think Wham's got a pretty good spot here on the double deer if that is the way he's looking to go. But Crackety, on the other hand, he's already going up with the Archon Chapel. 4 villagers on that landmark. Now, this is a god tier Archon Chapel if I've ever seen one. Have a look at this. You get the gold, you get the wood line, you get a bit of this wood line, you get the deer, or not the deer, the sheep, sorry. This is a solid 10 out of 10 Archon Chapel right here. I mean, you could probably make it one better if the deer patch was like here and you push it in, but, you know, it's still a really good Archon Chapel. It's, you know, Crackety's going to need it here up against Wham. But Wham, on the other hand, he's going to be aging up with the Imperial Academy, just the one villager on the landmark there. So it's going to be going for that Song Dynasty as expected. Sometimes we do see a bit of a fast castle coming out of the Chinese. That's something they can do. It's a little bit risky. You know, it takes a while to get there, and you're not going to be on Song Dynasty getting that slow villager advantage. But it's something we've seen before where we see the Imperial Academy or the Barbican coming down on this position here maybe. And then players just look to go for an immediate fast castle. And they just go up with the Astronomical Clock Tower, get out some Nester Bees, and just spam out, like, Spears and Palace Guard, basically. But I think it is a smart decision, in this case, going for the Song Dynasty. It's usually what we see. 2 TC Song. 2 TC Song. Very, very good at the moment. So, yeah, no surprises here from Wham. Going to be moving out now for the wood as well. Crackety, he ages up. Look at the Archon Chapel right there. Absolutely amazing for him. But have a look at the base here. Starting to run a little bit low on food, it seems. Is he going to be moving out with... is he going for the boar? He is going for the boar. Have a look at that. So, Crackety running a little bit low on sheep. We see only got the 1 sheep carcass at home. He's got 3 more on the way, but it's going to be arriving a little bit late. So, Crackety instead deciding to go out here for the boar. We'll need to be careful, though. Wham already out here with the scout. Going to be able to pull the boar onto Crackety. Crackety has no scout over here to tank the damage. You see there, the bows do barely any damage onto that boar. Only 1 damage a hit. You need to get the spears on there. First villager going to be taking a couple hits. 3rd hit. Now, this is where Wham could look to try and take down this villager with his scout, because it's only 5 hits. But Crackety pulling a really smart move here, bringing the prelate with him. Really, really smart decision here. I always love it when players do this with the Holy Roman Empire. You know, not only are you healing up the villagers that they've, you know, the damage that they've taken from the boar, but also you're inspiring them up. So this is going to be some really nice food production here for Crackety. And we see, is he going to be going for a fast castle here himself? Have a look at this. The resources in the bank. He's floating a lot of gold right now. And he's going to have a ton of food in with these 8 inspired villagers on the boar. And he's going to have still some more here on the sheep. So I think that is going to be the case. We see Wham, on the other hand, is going to be placing that Barbican here on the food sources. And is going to be looking to add in that second TC. So we'll be playing 2 TC song here. I assume we'll be seeing on this position. But in saying that, we do have a mill coming down here. I guess he can look to inspire that one up. So maybe we see the TC just being dropped to nearby. That could definitely be the case. But we'll have to wait and see. Still a little bit of resources away from that second TC. But Crackety, he's going for that fast castle. And Wham, I don't think he's going to be able to do a lot about it. He's still mining away, chopping away for that second TC. He could look to drop down a stable now and look to just spam out some horsemen, you know, inspire that up. Or not inspire, supervise that up. You know, get out some, a couple horsemen. Just try and deny away these relics as we see. Crackety should be able to grab at least 4 relics here. We see, I mean, yeah, they're all very close to Crackety's base. An outpost going to be dropped down for him on the boar as well. Prelate going to be moving out. We see the regnance is coming through. There it is. 10 villagers on that landmark. More prelates being made. We see 2 of them. He's got 3 of them out, in fact. All 3 of them going to be making their way towards these relics. And we see their Wham now going to be looking to wall up these relics, sending out just the 1 villager. That's not going to be enough. We see Crackety. He's almost got the prelate here. I mean, sure, the Chinese do have the faster build speed, but I don't think it's going to be that fast. And I mean, even if Crackety can just, you know, sit in here with the prelate, you know, can just sit in the wall. Wham. Oh, he might deny it. He might deny it. Oh, Crackety gets it just in time. And now he can just sit here on that wall. Brings out a villager. Going to be starting to burn this down. He picks up the relic. Wallow coming down for him. He's not going to be able to get the villager, I don't think. Yeah, no, not going to be grabbing the villager right there. But, you know, still manages to pick up the relic. We see there 2, 3 relics already coming through for him. And this 4th one sitting back at the base. Going to be easily brought home for him. Honestly, Crackety already off to a great start this game. I mean, he's going to be slowly falling behind in vills. Actually, that's going to be starting to pick up quite a bit as Wham is on 2 TC song. So he may need to start to think about that. But for the time being, you know, he's onto a great start because he's got 4 relics in the bank. That's going to be worth 8 relics. So his gold production is going to be through the roof. We can see he's also still got boar available to him. Still got deer out on the map as well. And he's actually got quite a nice cliff here defending him. We didn't really talk about the map. But yeah, this is a nice little cliff. You know, you can always wall this up over here. And then you'll have a bit of a choke point in the middle. But Wham? Still not to add in any units. We say that. He's dropping down a barracks now, training up a couple spears. And oh my goodness, Crackety. He even grabs the 5th relic. No way does he get all 5 relics here. Wham, just openly letting the Holy Roman Empire grab all 5 relics. That is kind of surprising. I mean, he tried to deny a little bit of it with the villagers looking to wall up the relics. But, I mean, apart from that, there wasn't much of an effort to stop it. So I guess Wham's plan here is, you know, just let the Holy Roman Empire do what the Holy Roman Empire wants to do. And behind this, he'll just boom away. But in saying that, it's only 2C song. You know, it's nothing crazy. But I think I do see something crazy. Look at Crackety's macro. He's going to be doing the fast Imperial again. The greed out of this man right here. I mean, I guess he can get away with it, right? He's got all 5 relics in the bank. Wham. His plan here, right, is to just boom on 2 TC song, right? That's how he's going to get ahead of Crackety. But Crackety, if he ages up with the Palace of Swabia, and we see that Palace of Swabia already going to be coming down here for him, he's going to be able to catch up in the vills. Crackety's going to be in a great spot this game. Wham's put on no pressure this game. He hasn't denied away any relics. Crackety's going to be able to catch up with the villager count. He's going to be an age ahead. He's going to get up to the Imperial age before Wham hits castle. Maybe that's a bit of a lie. We see Wham does actually have 18 villagers here, and they're building twice as fast as Crackety. So, but you get the point, right? Crackety clicked up before him. So, crazy stuff here out of Crackety. But I gotta say, I love his build. I think it's really good. We're gonna have to see what he looks to go into next, though. Maybe he looks to go for some mass knights. Didn't go with the mine work, so it doesn't have anything like steeled barring, or barding, as it is called. Apparently, I got that pronunciation wrong last video, but so I apologize for that. But yeah, Crackety doesn't have any of those unique upgrades, so we'll have to see what he looks to go into. I guess he can just go for a men-at-arms spam. You know, he's still got all of those upgrades available to him. Wham is already reacting with some crossbow. He's got out the astronomical clock tower, and have a look at this landmark. I gotta say, this is gonna be one of the most pretty landmarks in the game. I just love the little fields that come out. We don't usually see this because players look to just plonk in next to the TC and it ruins everything. But look at this. Look how pretty that looks. With the deer roaming nearby as well. What a beautiful game. Crackety's now going to be looking to move out for sacred sites, but looks like he's just going to be returning back. Wham's starting to really up the production now. We see even more barracks is going to get dropped down. He's got a ram on the way from the astronomical clock tower, so that is going to be a clock tower ram. Crazy health on that thing. Absolutely crazy. And he's also looking to make a lot of crossbows here, so it's going to be a little bit tricky for Crackety to go into any sort of men-at-arms. And we see Crackety at the moment has down his first production building, but this is extremely late, Crackety. This is extremely late. He's got through Tithe Barns, which is a huge upgrade here, especially when you've got 5 relics in the bank. Still stacking up a lot of gold. That is a lot of gold, Crackety, and he's going to be looking to go into hand Canonniers. Okay, this is so smart. So utilizing all of that gold he has in the bank, still has plenty of food available to him, and he's just going to be making pure hand Cannoneer for the time being. I think that's really smart. I think you got to add in just maybe some, probably not men-at-arms because you're up against so many crossbows now. But probably just spears you could get away with, just as a nice little tanky front line, because hand cannoneers are glass cannons, right? They're very low on HP. We see 130. I mean, it's not bad, right? It's still more than a spearman and a crossbowman, like quite a considerable amount. But you're paying a lot for it. So you need just a little bit of a front line. Maybe you could go for mass prelates. That could always be the case with all of these unique upgrades. You know, inspired warriors could be an upgrade he looks to grab. Definitely could be something to think about. But for the time being, Crackety, he's up to one hand cannoneer, which is a bit of a problem for him because Wham, he's really looking to put on the pressure here. We see, look at the production he's got in the queue. He's got another ram on the way. He's already got the first one out here, which is a clock tower ram, so very high on HP. He's also got an STB out in the field, which is going to be making his way towards the base. So Crackety really needs to up the production. We see another archery range is going to get dropped down, but he needs more than that. He needs way more production. And there we see plenty of archery ranges coming down, but I think he needs some melee units in here as well. Emergency repairs is coming through, so going to be able to save this archery range. But he needs some melee to be able to deal with the rams. And also the Nesta B. I don't know what he's got to defend against that, right? He's got villagers, but villagers, if they get caught in the Nesta B, they're goners, especially with no textiles in. What we see here, Crackety still has a relic in his hand, so Canonniers call it a bit of a Wallow, and we see they're doing a great job healing up that hand Cannoneer. Wallow is going to be coming through. Wham, not reacting. He goes down, though. That was incredibly close. We're going to see it again. No. We see Crackety just going to be retreating back. Crackety, he's got 15 hand cannoneers in the queue. 15 hand cannoneers. That is so much food, so much gold he's just got in the queue right now. But he can't make any... They take so long, right? And he's currently population capped. He's slowly making his way back on the villager count. But Crackety's in a bit of a predicament right now. We see Wham just able to put on so much pressure. I feel like Crackety just needed some melee units in here. We see he's going to be dropping down that siege workshop. I would assume to be for a little bit of a springald, because he's going to need it up against this. And now we see the villagers going to get pulled. Very low on HP, but if they're in this close radius of the Nesta B is not going to be able to shoot. And we see that Nesta B is going to be going down. Prelate may also be going down here as well if he's not careful. We need to see that Warlord coming down if he looks to survive here. It looks like he's going to get away. And he's practically just building up his mass inside the TC here of Hand Cannoneers. He's up to 7, but... Oh, no, I see all 7 here. Or 6. Yeah, we see he's got a couple in... I think he's got 1 in the TC there. But look at this. Wham! He has a huge mass right now. He's also adding in some Palace Guard. He hasn't looked to take out much of the economy here, but now we see he's through. Crackly gonna have to retreat back to the back of the wood line here. And wham! He's looking to just try and find as much eco as he possibly can here, taking out the Regnants. And once the Regnants goes down, not only does he lose 3 relics inside the Regnants here, but also all the other relics he has don't count for double the resource count. I see Crackly's trying his best here with the Hand Cannoneer mass. It's an interesting strategy here, the mass Hand Cannoneer fast Imperial, but I don't know. I feel like you need more time, right? You need to get up some... Maybe if Crackly got down like a stone wall, maybe even just a couple layers of wooden walls at the front here, just to buy himself enough time with the Hand Cannoneers, he would be in a good position. But we see here the crossbows just able to do such good damage onto the Hand Cannoneers, and this is why you need a decent front line of just spears, right? Spears is plenty. And we see there Crackly, he's going to be losing out on the Regnant's Cathedral. Emergency repairs does come through, but it looks like he's going to be able to keep it alive for the time being. A villager's keeping it alive as well. And now Crackly's starting to build up quite the mass. Second Culverin in the queue. He's already got 1 out on the map. Not exactly sure where it's gone. Am I just blind? I'm probably just blind. I can't see it anywhere. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Okay, never mind. So looking to take out the Rams now with this. High damage. We see there 85 damage. But 50 range damage. It won't be too much damage, actually. But more importantly, they're going to be looking to take out the Nesta B. Crackly's mass actually starting to look pretty intimidating now. Looking to make some more products from the Regnants. You see picking up that relic once again. And now Crackly's having to do the farm transition. Something that Wham has already done. Look at the base here. He's got plenty of food in the bank. And this could be the turning point for Crackly. He needs to secure this up, right? He needs to get the villager count really going. We see he's got plenty of villagers in the queue. But this could be terrible for him. Wham. He's got so much army out on the field right now. In saying that, he's only at 18. But, you know, they're good units. Palace Guard, crossbow. He's got plenty of spears in the queue as well as the Nesta B. So you need to be careful there. And it looks like Wham behind this. Oh, that's going to be a huge Nesta B. Crackly. You need to grab your staggered formation right there on your Hand Cannoneers. Is Crackly doing like the fast? Oh my god, that is... Oh, Crackly, you're throwing the game right here. Look at your army value. You're twice the army value ahead, but at the moment you're just throwing away units. And Crackly, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Crackly. Don't, please. I beg. He's gonna be able to find the kill there on the... oh, okay. Not gonna be able to find the kill there. Crackly's still looking in a decent spot, though. He's up to 2 Culverin. He's got a bombard out. He's just massing up Hand Cannoneers. But he's been slowed down a little bit. We see the farm transition is a little bit slow here. He's got plenty of wood in the bank, so I can actually add in a load more. But I feel like the longer this goes on, the better it's going to be for Wham. And Crackly's, you know, he had a good timing there, but Wham, you know, he's set up his economy, set up a ton of farms. He's still on 2CC Song, and he's got plenty of production down now. And with a fight like that, where Crackly just lost most of his health on the Hand Cannoneers from just a couple Nesta B shots, it feels a little bit rough. And now, no, Crackly, no, don't do it to me. Where are your units, Crackly? Oh my, that's 2,000 resources gone. I don't see these surviving. First Culverin going to be going down. Villager is out here to repair, but that's also going to be going down. Look at the army value switch when a Culverin goes down. It is huge. Now Wham is in a commanding lead. Crackly is still an age ahead. He's also grabbing himself some cannon emplacements as well as fortifications. It's going to be able to help him out here. But Wham, you know, he's got such a good economy behind this. He's an age behind, sure, but he's got the military mass. And he's, you know, he's going to be matching that age up soon. We see plenty of resources stacked up in the bank. Crackly does still have 5 relics, though. Now that ram. You see there, The hand cannoneers really don't do too much damage to it. The bombard, though, changes that up. Crackly. Where's he heading now with all these villas? Just looking for wood. Has he run out of wood in the base? He hasn't. He's chopping so much wood. Crackly, you're a madman when it comes to this wood. And now, look at this. This is so smart out of Wham. Oh, this is so smart. This is going to be a real problem for Crackly. We see Wham going to be setting up this little stone wall here. And he's going to be going for the Great Wall Gatehouse. And the reason why this is so smart is because you're denying away so many resources from Crackly. I mean, sure, Wham doesn't know about this quite yet. But once this goes up, he will be able to see these villagers over here. That's going to be 8,000 gold taken away from Crackly. It's going to be a load of stone. It's also going to be this sacred site denied away from him. Obviously, that's not that important, but it's still a sacred site, right? And we see Crackly, he's going to be coming here with just a couple hand cannoneers. He's going to be trying to deny this away. Maybe if you can pull these vills. Honestly, if you pull these vills, maybe, but yeah, that Great Wall Gatehouse getting up. Yeah, there it is. He gets it up. That Great Wall Gatehouse firing upon Crackly right there. And Crackly finally learning his lesson. Going to be adding in some spears. I mean, he played the first 20 minutes of this game with a hand cannoneer only challenge. But yeah, now going to be adding in spears. But I feel like Wham, he's in such a good position now. I feel like if you may have added in a few spears earlier on, you know, just to try and tank a lot of the damage, keep your hand cannoneers alive, have a few prelates in there as well to just heal up any hand cannoneers that do get damaged. You could be in a really, really good spot, especially as Crackly, he had out a couple bombards earlier on. He had a couple coves out, which he lost. He could be in the base right now of Wham. You know, he could have a keep drop as well, possibly. But Wham in a great spot right now. We see he's up to probably as many vills as he needs this game. Great Wall Gatehouse also is down. Another keep on the sacred site. Is Wham thinking about a sacred site victory now? I mean, that keep kind of indicates it, right? The sacred site being denied away. And I think that is going to be the case. Because we see the sacred sites starting to get captured up now. Crackly going to be put on a timer very, very soon. Crackly's still not in a terrible spot though, right? He went up with the Arkan Chapels and not playing any of his mine work games. So he's still got a great food economy back at the base here. He's still got a decent villager mass. So we see he's going to be able to, you know, catch up to Wham pretty quickly with this Palace of Swabia. We see he's also dropping down his first blacksmiths of the game. This is rough for Crackly. He needs those upgrades. So at least it's going to be double grabbing those. Oh, nice shot. This is what's so overpowered about Holy Roman Empire outposts. Look at the amount of damage they can do from such a range. It's absolutely crazy. But that second sacred site is now looking to get captured up. Just got massed. I'm not sure what Crackly's plan is this game. It seems to be a little bit random. We got siege works coming through for him, so they're going to be increasing the health on those siege by quite a considerable amount. Also, we got elite spears coming out. But I feel like if Crackly kept his massive hand cannoneers earlier on, didn't extend out too far, the hand cannoneer mass could have actually worked out pretty well. You know, it was a few thousand resources he lost. Yeah, it must have been like 4,000 or so resources he lost earlier on, especially including the coals, right? That was even more resources. But now Wham, he's got the mass, he's in the correct age, he's got a lot of his upgrades as well. He's got hand cannoneers of his own. He's in the base of Crackly here. Crackly's got some good emplacements in here, which he's got a couple of these outposts. Also got some decent hand cannoneer mass and bombard mass back. So he is going to be able to hold on for the time being. But behind this, we see Wham is going to be going for that sacred site victory. Crackly, is he going to be able to take this one out? We see keep up on each of these sacred sites, apart from the center. Oh, not in saying that, there's one on the center here as well. So Crackly, he's set on a timer now. He's looking to take down this keep. We see bombards. Absolutely going to be able to take this one out very, very quickly. In fact, he's going to be taking out the monk. So, not going to be on the timer yet, but I'm sure Wham is looking to reclaim that. We see now looking to add in some horsemen. I thought that may have been fire lancers for a second, but no, they're just horsemen. He doesn't have you on Dynasty quite yet. He's still on Song Dynasty. So, not utilizing that now because he's, you know, on max villagers. Well, not max villagers, but, you know, he's on the amount he would need this game. So good luck to go into Yuan Dynasty. He needs that Imperial Palace. You know, you probably have a good position over here. But, you know, you could stick it right here, in fact. Maybe it's a little bit close to Crackly's bombards. But, you know, Imperial Palace maybe in the center of the map. Even just here. would be nice, so you can start to make some fire lances. Fire lances in this position would be pretty huge up against Crackety, because you got to think about it. He's got a lot of siege in here. Also got some hand cannoneers and spears. No joke, get actually countered pretty well by a mass of fire lances. But yeah, Wham for the time being, not looking to go into that. Looking to just defend here with his Great Wall Gatehouse. We see those horsemen going to be getting onto the bombards. Are going to get taken out though, but we just see here, this Lamuk is just stupid. It is absolutely stupid. We see that taking out a bombard in 2 hits. And the range on this thing is absolutely ridiculous. Look at it go. Look at it go. Crackety's mash just getting absolutely obliterated here. But he needs to take control of this position because of the gold. We see Wham, he's got up stone walls on this hand side. Also a keep. So he's secured up all of this gold. He's got 1 more gold towards the back of the base, which only has 500. Actually, I'm saying it's got 4,000 here. But that's not going to last him long. Right, Wham, we see he's got gold here. He's got gold here. He's got gold here. He's got gold everywhere on the map right now, including this 8,000 gold, which Crackety desperately will need in about 5 minutes' time. But Crackety's managed to rebuild this mass. We see he's up to an even amount of villagers, but we see the army value for Wham is now significantly ahead. He's up by almost double. And this is what's going to be a real issue for him. And it's not only the army control, it's also the map control. To Wham. He's got a lot of Springolds down. Crackety doesn't really have a lot to deal with that. He did have some Culverins out earlier on, but he's now just substituted them for Bombards, which unfortunately not going to be as good as Culverin when it comes to taking out Springolds, especially when these are Clock Tower. And Wham at the moment, you know, he's got all 2 sacred sites. To be fair to Crackety, right, gold isn't huge for him. Well, it is huge. It is huge. I take that back. It is huge. But he does have 5 relics in the bank. In saying that, what the... How did this happen? Wham stole a relic. And Crackety, look at this. He tried to go for some proxy base over here, but not going to be happening. As we see, that Imperial Academy or Imperial Palace did come through. So that is going to be Imperial spies used, which means Wham was able to spot this one out. And we also see Fire Lancers now coming through from him. For Crackety, trying to run into the base here, I think. But yeah, just kind of getting taken out pretty quickly. Chinese hand cannoneers out on the field in quite a mass. We see Wham's up to 24. It's just going to be so tricky for Crackety to deal with that. And we see he's running into the base of Wham here, but, you know, he's got plenty of production over here. He's also running through some keeps, through the Barbican, through the TCs to even get near the farming economy right now. And at the same time, we see, look at Wham here. He's got Fire Lancers in the base. He's got a huge mass here. And his Bombards. No, Crackety, not the Bombards. Oh, the Bombards. All 3 of them going to be going down here. And Crackety's also going to get pushed off of the gold here. And we see he doesn't have a lot in the bank. So there we do see he has to retreat away. Now Crackety has nothing in the bank. He's got no gold in the bank, hardly any gold income. 4 relics are going to be worth 8 for the Holy Roman Empire here. But, you know, it sounds good, but it's not that much when you're up against a mass like this from Wham, right? You're not going to be able to make that much army with 800 gold a minute. Let's see here. Wham, he's got such a huge mass of those hand cannoneers. Crackety's trying his best. You see, he just can't get out enough of a mass. He's getting out a couple mangonels. Also some horsemen. Horsemen could be a great choice here for Crackety. Not only is that less gold intensive, but also counters pretty much everything Wham has here. We see the spears for him did get taken out, so horsemen here can pretty much destroy everything, especially the Springolds. This is a huge amount of value in the Springolds. We see Crackety. Look at this. He's so sneaky. He's still got out a couple of stables over here, grabbing himself some veterancy upgrades. So this isn't actually going to be to take out any of this. Crackety doesn't have any stables in the base. Just going to be looking to take this out with spears, with some men-at-arms, and looking to just use the horsemen to raid the base of Wham. But Wham's still got plenty of units back at the base here. Also going to be dropping down a keep, which should be able to get up before the horsemen kill all the vills, especially as Textiles is in. And there are more vills nearby as well to get that up. But Crackety's got such a big issue at the moment in the base. We see the Springles just taking out any sort of siege coming through from Crackety. We see he did get out a Mangonel earlier on, but that got instantly evaporated by the Springles. And Crackety, he's in a tough spot. He's in a tough spot. We see Crackety. He's doing some decent raiding here with the horsemen. I just don't think it's going to be enough. We see Wham. He's got 4,000 food in the bank. And Crackety's food economy isn't exactly going to be doing that well, as we see half of it's actually idle at the moment. We just see so many units coming through from Wham now. We see that them rallied across the map here. Spears, hand cannoneers, just going to be flooding the base of Crackety. And Crackety's villager mass starting to dwindle now. That Palace of Suavi is still on overdrive. Gotta remember when this landmark used to produce villagers at like 5 seconds. It used to be crazy, but there we go. GG gets called. Wham. Gonna be taking the game here. Crackety tried the fast Imperial hand cannoneer only strategy, whatever that was. But unfortunately didn't work out here up against one of the best in the world. If you did enjoy this game, please do feel free to leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.